So as you prepare for your next projects, talk a little bit about what you learned on your last film on No Ordinary Love that you're going to take to these next projects, like something that you know to definitely not do, maybe, or something to definitely do in the future, that you learned the lesson from that film, taking into the next projects.
Um, Learn to do. I will say, so I've been indie for so long, and so I started with stage. I started writing, directing, producing for stage some years back, and I did
Okay.
that, and I wore all the hats, for the most part. I wore so many hats, way too many. And then when I did my short film, I wore all the hats. I did the set decorating, I did the wardrobe, I did the casting, I wore all the hats. Except of course for the crew. I didn't shoot it, I didn't edit it, I didn't do the color, those things. I didn't do the sound, but all the behind the scenes was me. Sent the emails, I was, everything. And so with this one, I learned to, and it wasn't a control issue. It was me going, "Oh God, I don't want to have to ask people for help. I don't want to have to beg people for help. I don't want to, you know, you always feel like you're pushing yourself on somebody as a filmmaker. At least that's how I feel. I feel almost like a telemarketer calling, going, "Hey, hi, my name is so and so. I'm doing this film. I would really like some help." Um, but with this film, because we knew what we needed to do to get it done, it was really just kind of put all of that aside, make the phone calls, send the emails, do what you need to do, and get the help that you need, whether it be crew, whether it be, funding, whether it was, like I said, favors. Hey, can we use your church? And hey, can we, grab this from you or that? Or can we call you in for, whatever? And people actually answered the call. So for me, it was like, hey, people want to see this work. They want to see you succeed. So go ahead and make the phone call. Like, it's okay to ask people, and if they have it, they have it. If they don't, they don't. If they want to share, give, or whatever, great. And so that was probably the a major thing. Don't try to do it all yourself. I was just conditioned to do it myself. And our executive producer, she would fuss at me and say, "Chyna, why are you going to buy flowers? Like, that's not your job. Can you just do what?" And she would laugh at me, and it was just the funniest thing every day. She was like, "Now, what are you doing today that you're not supposed to be doing so we can get somebody to do it?" So that that's a major thing. We made a great team because she would definitely, laugh, and she was such a bright spot in the whole production, but she would definitely make sure that I wasn't overdoing. And so I was able to really 100% focus on what I was supposed to be doing and let the other people handle what they were supposed to be handling. So that was something um that I will utilize going forward. I'll let that stay with me. Um Let
Nice.
me see. Something that I did that I wouldn't do. I don't know. That's a good question. Because there are things I just don't know. Oh, you know what? This is something, and this was something that I learned after the actual production. This is something that I learned doing the film festival circuit with some of the panels that I've been a part of. There are
Yeah.
things that you are supposed to do before you even get into production. You already need to have some distributors and letters of intent, and you can talk to a casting agent. Like, there are things that you can do to better your chances for success for your film in the end if you do it way early. And I didn't know that. I just didn't know. Like, this is not something that I was taught in school. This is not something that people were offering as free information to me beforehand. So sitting in on these panels, that was probably something that we didn't do that we will definitely, and we are already doing, preparing pitches and lookbooks and, pitch decks, the whole deal we're doing before we even start um, into production on the two features that I'm working on. So that's definitely something, and I think every filmmaker should look into that. If they don't know about it, learn your tax codes and where you can
Hmm.
actually you know, get people to invest and how it benefits them. So you're both being benefited. So it's not like you are a telemarketer. You're
Yeah.
actually saying, hey, if you do this, though, this is what you can write off because I know you're looking for a write off and things like that. So I learned so much on the film festival circuit. And it's that kind of information that I'll take with me or that I have taken with me for the next projects.
Nice.